I heard something about my room.
All right.
I expect to be fully judged.
In theory, we're live, so anything you say now is online. The cat's knocking over bottles over here, so.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got like 2 minutes here. Everybody can listen and do whatever the heck they want. I am.
Yeah,
desktop
check.
Audio I don't need. Microphone I do need. Oh wait, no, I do have to have the desktop audio because desktop audio you're going to be piping through the music. Once we get that up.
Yeah, did you already load your Sirenscape online yet or no?
I thought I told it to, but I don't see anything on my screen.
Yeah, you're the only one who hasn't joined. But no biggie if it doesn't
Cat,
work.
leave me alone.
Oh, hey, cat.
Wait, who's that?
That was a cat.
It's his island cat.
I did not know that you got another cat.
One of the 2 island cats that found me. It's Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The sad thing about not rolling physical dice is I have the perfect physical dice for Nerida. It's got a ship's wheel on it.
Ooh.
I don't know that you guys
I want to
see
start
that.
collecting dice. I
have a lot of dice, and I'm sad we're not rolling physical dice. It makes me really want to have like a dual camera setup bullshit just for jiggly clickety clacks.
Yeah, goblin
clickety-clack.
The problem also that dice is a spin down.
It's loading regular Sirenscape. What the frick? Just give me my online.
I actually have a lot of those ones.
Pre-show chat is happening now. That's what it says. We're not online.
Building.
It's all about the goblin clickety-clack dice.
Yeah,
yes, I have many.
I am gonna have to wait on.
It's not a big deal if you.
I have a drawer for my dice.
Yeah, well,
And
I know
these are
there's
not
no
all of
pictures of
them.
anybody up there. We're working on it. We're working on difficulties after difficulties with tech for the last half hour, so we're gonna get there.
I thought you were aligning windows earlier. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us.
They can hear us
You
now?
know what I can do? Hold on, I know exactly what
Yes,
I
they
can
can.
do. Hold on. I got a really good idea here. Where is it? Zoom? No? Is that it? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's just change this one. And tell it, no, don't grab Zoom because I don't know what the heck it's trying to grab off of Zoom. It's grabbing a white screen. Alrighty, let's do this. Add display capture. What? No, add display capture.
Got a message. It's not from Kitty though.
Oh, why'd you build us up that way? I was all like, yay, we have an answer. 4. There you go. That'll work. And then let's transition over there. Now they can see everybody while I do the, I'm trying to get those, we're all popped into the overlay. Or at least now they can
howdy,
see.
everybody. How are we doing?
Yeah.
Welcome to session 0, and what a session 0 it is.
So far.
Hopefully we do like a 0 to hero type thing with our production value.
Yeah. 0.
Production value is going to go from 0 to hero. Just you wait, folks.
Yeah. Oh. I'm laughing. All right. Where was I?
Okay, there's a.
I'm gonna go quickly. Rejoin as a DM, and I'm gonna make y'all a macro to do all your stat rolls if you feel so obliged.
There's also just a.
Only if you'll roll stats too with us. Put it in the fate.
Sean gives you the bailout if they're just god awful with a little bit of penalty. So.
Oh no, that's not here this game.
I thought you said with a little bit of penalty.
Wait, it depends on what you're thinking of. I'm not doing what I did for Relics of War where you can buy down, buy up. That's not happening.
There's also just a very quick. Where's my Discord?
All right.
That posted in Roll20 will do your stats. Minus the 2 little arrows starting at the hand symbol. But I figure we're waiting until we're showing our Roll20 screen for the audience.
Yeah.
We're going to call this one Nagira.
Nerida?
Whatever.
I
haven't had a chance to meet you in game yet. I don't know who you are. My DM brain doesn't kick in until I actually hear your voice, see you play, and then all of a sudden I'm like, now Nero is born. This is like pregnancy.
Yes.
It's all a mystery.
Oh, of course.
All right. Stop it. There you go. No, stop it. Go away, Windows. And there. Oh, look, I can zoom right in on Nero's player. Look at that. Yay. Then I can put you over here like this and stretch you out. Oh, look, do you feel stretched? You have been stretched. All right, let's add another one. I'm gonna so cheat right now.
Welcome to Plot Points 5e, where we deliver top tier quality roleplay for free.
Once we're actually role playing.
Sean is currently role playing a
very frustrating
troubleshooting DM.
Tech master.
Yeah, a troubleshooting DM. We are
Alex, can you do a little bit of
role-playing
hi,
his
buddy?
patient players.
Rembrandt.
Hi, I'm Buddy.
Hi, I'm Buddy. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Oh my god.
It's been so long. Rain, how's it going?
Rain's like better than you guys are having. Clearly.
A little bit, but we're working through it. I've got my shades of inspiration. Shout out to Doc Bizzle, the music streamer who I bought these off of.
All right, and this one's gonna be
Got your shades on in the dark of night. Such a cool guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Colton, what's your character's
Feeling
name
inspired.
again? Refresh my memory.
Malifor.
Wait till you draw the card that makes you change alignment to lawful good. That's in there.
Oh
isn't it?
God.
It'd be
Ew.
interesting.
I am Malifor the evil. Let me pick you a flower.
Malaphor.
Now I have to like study all the different Malifors so I can like sneak them in. Because a Malifor is a contradiction of two idioms.
Oh.
So it's like, we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
So I was listening to a podcast that I'm a frequent listener to, Dear Hank and John, which does not need any advertising from me. But they were talking about metacognition, metacognating for a little while there, Colton. So I think
Nice.
you would.
I was talking about it to somebody at work, and they said that they didn't understand what I was talking about, and then they did it while they were talking to somebody, and then they were like, and I was like, you never thought about why you think about things?
Well, like Mitch talking about metacognating leads to metacognating. It's very, it's quite the rabbit hole you can jump into.
All right, there's that one.
Yeah, Eric, do you think about thoughts?
Just because of the fact that you said thinking about thoughts, I've been thinking about thoughts, and now I'm kind of afraid I'm about to break the universe.
Now are you thinking about the fact that you're thinking about thoughts?
Wow. Strangely enough, now I'm thinking about maybe things like blinking, and now it's becoming a real problem.
What are my hands doing?
Oh God.
Why are my hands? Why do I have hands?
Why hands have?
Why hands?
How to breathe.
Why do hands? The first. This is like what a level 0 character like comes out with. He's like, why have hands? How do you have?
Oh my God.
You've got 6s for all your stats.
And now I'm a goblin.
All right,
And
let's
now-
see if this works.
And now I'm a gnome.
Where is it? Where are you, overlay? Find you I shall. Aha.
I always thought playing like dumber characters would be easier, but it's actually a lot harder.
I don't know that. What happens is, the biggest thing that I found over the years is that playing a dumb character. Hold on, ready? Look, you have an overlay. Playing a dumb character has an issue in the respect that your fellow players who watched you play all those years know you're smart, and they're looking to you, and you're like, I'm sorry, my character doesn't know that. And they're all like,
We end the box.
all right, so the only one we're waiting on is Kitty, and of course, as soon as she actually logs in, all these screens are going to go wonky immediately. So
that work.
that'll just be fun. Yeah.
Sean, do you wanna mute your stream audio real quick so I can propose something?
The desktop audio? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Desktop audio is at 0. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
13 viewers right now.
All right, so there we go. I think
You can unmute desktop audio now.
all right. I actually turned it up because it was down a little bit. I think our viewers might have been like, "Why are they so quiet again?" Because
I mean, just
the DM was
unmute.
focused on doing an overlay. So, and I don't have the one that actually shows Roll20 yet. So now,
Whoa, yeah, I'm a little hot. You want to put me back down?
pull everybody back down there. Is that better? Yeah, tell me.
Check. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Again. So
yeah, again.
that's step 1 of session 0 is actually having a board to play on. So we have a screen because I guess that was pretty important for some people. And I am going to make one now that you guys can see all the Roll20 chat, or not just chats, but the Roll20 rolls, because hey, session 0, we want to see what these guys roll up to and laugh when they all get 3s because I preloaded Roll20 to roll below 10. Oh, did I say that?
If you want, you can just put the Roll20 window on our empty video box, so you don't have to reset up the scene.
Oh, I like. You get your first. You can have 5 plot points for that. And we'll be going over what those are in the show and the game and talking about all that here in a minute. But I like just because you're saving me some time. That should be Cog's main. Yes, it is. Let me grab real quick a add, display capture. And I'm going to put a roll. We're going to call that the roll cheat window. And we're going to grab that from display 4. No, we're not, because that's not on display 4.
Okay. I'm really worried I'm losing my hair, so I just want to keep doing this where I go in more. Like, look at there's like I'm balding right here. Look at what's happening, but it's not. I'm not balding.
It's all that metacognating.
But I like want to fear. I want to get. Oh my god, what's happening?
Oh, hey, Wolf's dad. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Wolf's dad! Woo! Orange Rain and Wolf Dad have been with us from the very start. Probably one of my first streams when we were doing it on DGG's channels. And I just want to give them a huge shout out. They're actually the reason why this game will be starting with some leftover inspiration from the last stream, which I am allowing to be carried over because that's fan property, in my opinion. Our fans earn that. Our fans get to give it out.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I think that'll work pretty much. All right, let me transition that. We'll see. Does that kind of work? I mean, we can see the last 2 lines, so don't roll too fast, but we give our players a chance to or our viewers a chance to actually see it. Wonderful. So, our viewers, you just sat through 12 minutes of just kind of kabobble, blah, 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 blah. Part of that was because we don't have one of our players here right now, and of course, any of you who knows how you're doing this in Twitch, you're grabbing from a screen and you're putting them into windows. And we weren't set up for an odd number of players, so I had to redo everything with that, and we get an overlay just so that you could have something better than looking at a Zoom screen, because we actually really care about what you guys think, which is why we do the show. We have fun with one another, but really this is about you, and as you can see, it's a new group of friends this time, so we actually have new friendships that are in the making, and anybody who's met me at my tables before, virtual or real, knows that everything for D&D for me for the last 40 plus years has been about making friendships, making memories, making amazing things happen in the game and happen in our lives. So my tables are always open to new players, and we decided this show, which was going to be content creator focused, would be all about creating some new friendships from some of the old ones. So welcome. I want to introduce you to some people, then I'm going to have them introduce themselves a little bit. And then we're going to be having some session 0 talk about what it's like at this table, what some of the expectations are. And no, I did not preload this by asking each person, what are your expectations? I did some DM homework. My tables are always teaching tables. So you as a DM, when you're inviting people to your table or you're considering players, always do a little homework first. Help them to have a great time by letting them know what are the hard parameters, such as you don't want somebody showing up to your table with 3 things of whiskey if you're a non-drinking house. Makes sense. Some of that. Other things are soft, which is the things of our session 0 that we'll be talking about tonight. Like, I would really like to go in this direction. I would really like to have this. We'll bring in some of those hard parameters that I've already talked about with some of our players, only because you as the viewers might wonder at some point, why are they not doing this? Well, as you have your own chat in the Twitch, you might say, I know exactly why, because I know Alex, or I know Eric, or I know Stranger, or I know Colton, and I know what they want, and there's a reason why they're not going to go there. Sometimes it's a player that says, I can't do this, but they're cool with it at a table. So like for me, when I play rogues, pretty much I need to be at a table where I can rip anything and everything off, because if it's not nailed down, I'm stealing it, and it's usually bad for a party. It does not work at every table. So I usually am free about that, and I tell you, if you want to invite me to your table, if I can't do that, please don't ask me to be a rogue. It's like, I'll do something else and have fun. So we developed this together. All that being said, I like to narrate. Clearly, I like to talk. Sometimes you got to shut me up, and players will raise their hands to do so. But I missed my introduction. I feel a little bit like A Knight's Tale. My good people, I missed my introduction. And then I get to run out and do this. So, welcome to Plot Points. This is a family channel where you have a good time. We meet new people. Tonight is session 0. Last week was nothing but technical stuff, which was a lot of what you just saw happening here tonight, but we didn't have any overlays. So this was redoing it for overlays. We're going to be talking about what the game's going to be like, and we're going to talk a bit about the characters and see what they develop into. Because anybody who's watched my show before knows I love to get my fingers into the character creation, because let's face it, all DMs get to do is make NPCs. I don't have any real stake in the game. If I want an NPC to be big, it's big. Small, it's small. With players, though, they're all about can I get a little extra power out of this? So I do the old term. I'm using an old term. Yes, I'm old. Monty Haul. I do a little bit of Monty Haul here, and I offer deals. Today we'd call it Descent into Avernus with the Devils. I offer deals. You make a deal with the devil, maybe it'll come out on top. Really depends on what's behind the screen. We're going to give you a chance to peek into that. And I do not have my Twitch open in front of me, so I'm relying on my players to shout at me when you guys say something. Normally, I have my Twitch chat open so that I can see it. Tonight,
We got you, Sean.
not happening. So if the viewers come in and start harassing you and doing something good, let me know, because we like to get our viewers involved.
Yeah, let's get that Artemis girl out of here already, right?
Artemis is probably the one that earned those inspiration points. I actually don't remember who. They're not tagged to a person, but they let all the chat use them. Inspiration, I should say that, which was visible on the screen. I actually popped it off. Inspiration will not be able to be used during their rerolls. So chat, I'm cutting you off in advance. I know some of you are probably thinking, great, if they roll bad on a character stat, we can get them to reuse them. No. But there is D&D reroll. So we have a whole bunch of things to go over tonight. We can go over some of the house rules. We can go over character creation. And normally, because I'm a loving DM who loves my players, I would let my players decide. But because we have so many new faces in the chat, I'm going to let chat decide. What would you like to hear first? Are you guys itching to see some rolls happen? Are you itching to hear some house rule info? Are you itching to hear something about the story? What do you want to hear first in the next, 10 minutes of chat or 10 minutes of stream? And I know there's a delay, which is why I'm babbling on, because chat has to now hear that on the Twitch delay, type in an answer, and then my players have
What
to
are the
get
options?
me.
Oh, never mind. We're not affiliate, so we can't do those cool polls. Sorry,
darn
chat.
it. We'll get there.
If you want to change that, make sure you drop a follow.
Oh, he's good. You earned another 2 plot points for that. And for the new players who don't know what plot points are, just whenever I say you get plot points, write them down. We're going to be describing what they are.
All right. They want backstory. They want story.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I hand it off to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo is B.O.S E. B.O.S E, you are up. Share some
Oh,
backstory. And
okay.
chat, tell who
Let's
you want to
see.
hear the backstory of next. You'll pick the next person.
All right. So, B.O.S.E. So, okay. He's known mostly as a mystery, kind of almost legendary. No one really knows if he's actually a real thing or not, but there are stories. There are stories that say that he doesn't have any kind of humanoid form. It's more so I guess, form of a stone wolf. Others say that he is a shadow protecting the lands and nature, uh, and decimating those who seek to defy the laws of nature and defile it. Well, Bose is in fact real, and he's uh, he's very interesting, especially in the social realm. He hasn't been naturally around common folk too much. He likes to keep to himself. Though he has been claimed by specifically the clans of elves, druids. So, if anything, he knows elves the best. But as far as sociability goes, that's pretty much it for him. He's very, very, very purpose driven. So when it comes to stimulating conversations, he might not be the most exciting, but he sure does have his convictions, so to speak. But other than that, B.O.S.E. is mostly a mystery.
I noticed something, Eric. I'm looking at the role thing and it says botanical omnimorphic sentinel entity. And that
Yeah.
doesn't sound very much like a person. You're talking about your backstory and how the elves may or may not know you. You want to tell them a little bit about what they might see if when they visual. You'll describe your character at the start, but with you, it's kind of a
Oh,
little necessary.
yeah. So B.O.S.E. doesn't necessarily look like your average uh, being. He is tall, very, very broad, and it seems he is made out of stone rock. If you look at him straight on, if you get the chance to, uh, he is made out of this dark, earthy stone with veins of maybe what looks to be ore of some sort of metal, but the majority of him is stone. While in between the stone, there is weaving vines, very natural looking. It almost looks like he's kind of the very embodiment of nature, kind of like a walking, uh, I don't know, tree with rocks. Not like Groot or anything like that, but he is quite intimidating to look at. Uh, Along with that, if you look into his eyes are made out of a glistening quartz rock. It seems so they really do catch the sunlight quite well. But other than that, yeah, he's just a pretty much big rock monster. Uh, Most probably would probably recognize him maybe as a golem. Just saying, but he's not a golem. To be very clear.
I'm going to refer to him as solely the Golem from now on.
Ah, of course, of course. I would expect nothing less.
All right, I don't see anything in chat about the next person picked, so I don't know, stranger. Do you want you or Alex? Do you need more time, stranger? I know you know your
Good.
character really well.
Yeah.
Okay, stranger,
Okay.
you're up.
All right. So I play Narada. She is, for reference sake, a lavender-skinned water genasi. Backstory-wise, oh boy. So to sum up her backstory in as few words as possible, pirate. That's all you need to know. Next, no, I'm kidding. She comes from a varied history. She has had many encounters with all sorts of people in her past. She has something of a network built up of people she knows and can rely upon and can kind of touch base with. Not all those connections might be the most wholesome. They might be a little shady. They might not. It depends who you ask. If you ask her, they're perfectly fine. All in all, she is somebody who is very much after her own goals and will kind of do whatever it takes to obtain those goals of hers, whether that's playing nice, playing dirty, anything in between, I guess we'll see.
Please don't pick
Gonna-
me because I'm changing the stream title.
I'm gonna pick you just because you're changing the stream title.
Okay. Well, that. Okay, and well, in that case,
Why, thank you.
hiya. So my character's name is Rembrandt, but he goes by Remy to his friends. He's a tiefling who grew up, in a family of merchants. He and his sister picked up their parents' smuggling business around the age of 16, and have been peddling goods in and out of a large tiefling city up in the north, in and out to the nearby neighboring villages, which has led to a number of escapes. He also is the main things he does smuggle are the little creations he makes, as he's a up and coming artificer. And he talks a bit like this, so yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of this, so I really hope this voice isn't annoying, because if it is, get used to it. Now to the stream title.
Yeah, so I wanted to play a kind of a hurt character. So he was born under a prophetic moon that the tribe no longer remembers. It's a tribe of shifters. And so what they saw was kind of a deformed creature that kind of came out. They're used to bears and wolves, shifters, and he has a draconic lineage, and so he's kind of this sickly, copper-scaled shifter, and was kind of abused by the tribe, and they never thought really anything would come out of him, and had some problems with some of the kids, and had a few good mentors and things like that in his group, but ends up leaving at a young age. The shifters, who spent most of their time kind of engaged in some espionage for the peoples up north to get into the south. And so what they did is moved people across the border in different ways. So he kind of took those skills that he had and continues doing that for the northern town there, trying to sneak and smuggle things across the border as well.
John, your audio died on stream.
No, that would be because I was
Did mine
typing
die or
away, and I've learned now to, instead of just typing away when this microphone picks everything up, actually mute myself. Which my players
Okay.
from the last stream will probably appreciate, because you always heard a constant typing. in the
Clickety
background.
clickety clack.
Also, just as a side note, to all you folks that are watching right now, thank you so much. This is a phenomenal fucking turnout for a Session 0 stream. Very happy to see all of y'all here.
Yeah.
I don't see any questions for you on backgrounds, and nor do I have anybody saying what they want to hear next. So I'll turn it over to the players. What would you like to do next? I'm all about like showing somebody some dice rolls, or talking about what the expectations of dice rolls, what we're gonna do.
Well, you mentioned dice rolls twice, so I feel like now is a good. It's in the brain, right? We should use that momentum and move with it.
You know, if we weren't going to be rolling dice, we wouldn't be playing D&D. We'd be playing Amber. We'd be playing a diceless game. You know, just role playing and having a good time. We'd be doing improv, which is a whole lot of fun, but D&D, we like dice. Okay, so I give my players options. I love options because you know why? People wrestle with them, and that's what a lot of our games are. We put people in really difficult, really heart-wrenching situations and let them make choices. And both as viewers and as players, it can be agonizing as a player, but as a viewer to watch, it's can be exciting because sometimes you disagree with the choice and other times you're like, why would you choose that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some simple choices to start with. That is that they will be allowed to roll their characters to start with. They may choose not to, but it seems kind of foolish because the option is if you didn't like what you rolled, you lower one stat of your choosing. Let me rephrase that. If you didn't like what you rolled, you use point by. And then you have to lower one stat by 1 point. Super easy. So why would you, I mean, unless you really are like super, I'm in love with point by and I'm not losing a point, then you would say, I want to be point by first. And you would just go with point by, arrange your character. You would show what you've done in chat. But for those that really like to roll dice, here's the deal. You not only get to roll, you get to help, bless, or mess. I love bless or mess. Bless or mess one another. How we're going to do that is I'm going to take my little cheat sheet piece of paper here, and we're going to give the chat. No. We're just going to give 3. I'm just going to, no, because it could end badly for you, and that's just a really bad way to start. We're just going to give 3 re-rolls available. Now, how this is going to work, chat, start thinking about who you want to roll first, because what's going to happen is whoever rolls first, this is going to be permanent. In fact, I'm going to change the inspiration up there from 2 to 3 just to represent the rolls. And what that's going to represent is that as this person rolls, you may choose to use a reroll. The players can say, Eric, you need to reroll that number. Now, no, you don't know what's coming next. You might roll a 3 the first time and you're like, reroll it. You might roll a 15 and be like, reroll it. When these 3 are gone, they are gone for everybody. Now do you begin to see? So it's like, you could go point by, but I would really think you'd want to roll and see what people get. So you have 3. They don't carry over anywhere else in the game. So by the last person, if they're rolling all 18s, there's no sense in re-rolling. So saying, picking the victim. Who rolls first? Well, let me ask this question. I mean, I wouldn't want to impose my will. Is there anybody here that doesn't want to roll dice? If so, just raise your hand and we'll let you opt out and you can go. Eric?
Yeah,
you're not
I'm
rolling.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to go point by. I love point by so much.
Okay. Yeah. Point by with no penalties. Eric has chosen. Work on your numbers now, and by the time everybody's done rolling. Now, that doesn't excuse Eric from the Monty Haul bit that comes after we have everybody's numbers. So saying,
Eric, do it in your cool.
All right, so Eric has shown us that the way of safety might be the way out because everybody could roll low. Eric could be the giant here, B.O.S.E. What I'm going to do is ask, of the 3 of you, who would like to roll first? All right, stranger. I saw the little hand creep
Stranger
up
wants to
there.
rip off the
It might have
Band-Aid.
been her cat making her hand go up, but we'll take it if the cat did it.
Moxie betrays me.
You don't have
thing
to
you put in
decide
Discord?
where they're going. You're just rolling the dice. It's standard.
Okay.
Roll 4, drop the lowest, and then depending on your fellow players, depending on chat chiming in quickly, they can ask you to re-roll it. So I would ask maybe that after you roll, I don't know, give it 10 seconds or so. That way, give some time. We're okay with it.
Okay, so question, do you want me to roll one at a time or do you want me to roll the whole block at once?
My thought was one at a time because if you want to use these, it's look at the number and decide if you want to re-roll it.
Okay, are we deciding that or is chat deciding that?
The answer to that is yes. If chat can get in fast enough, but if you guys say we're using it, it's done. But chat might be like, guys, you really need to re-roll that. That's bad.
Okay.
Chat can influence. Let's say that. So go ahead, roll your first one for us.
Okay, so 4d6, right?
You got it. Drop the
I've
lowest.
changed.
Alright. Oh, starting
yeah.
off right!
There we
Holy
go.
no way!
Damn.
Wow.
No.
That's a
Amazing.
first. You just got a nat
First.
18.
Wow.
So the natural
On the
question is, would you like to
first
re-roll that?
No!
Chat,
Oh,
should she have to
God.
re-roll that? Let me ask chat.
Oh my.
My players are
gosh.
gonna band
Holy
against me
crap.
if they're in chat.
My wife is yelling from the other room. No, quit being a mean person.
Quick, roll your next one
I
before
need
they
this.
decide
I'm
to
a
be
rogue.
mean.
I need this for my dexterity score.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you lucky
Wow.
dog.
Wow.
Oh my
Your
god.
count
Wow.
was 8.
Just
Yeah.
wow.
Roll 20 never usually likes me all, so I'm expecting all of them to be really low from here on out.
Oh man. I love the chat right now. Reroll for fun.
Yeah.
Reroll for
All right,
fun.
so are we ready for my next roll?
Chat's like, I will. Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good to
Okay.
me. I don't think anybody's arguing. What?
No.
By the time we're done, Eric's
Oh,
gonna be like, I want to roll.
Yeah,
changed my mind.
So we've got an 18, and actually that's only a 14. Okay, that's
Okay.
Oh,
Fine
she
with
didn't
that.
not got it set to auto drop. Oh, you can
Yeah, she's
actually
not
add it
dropping
to your
rolls.
command to auto
No.
drop.
Yeah. Okay.
10.
10. There's gonna be my strength score probably, because, you know,
That's how it goes.
yeah.
God help us if we need to move literally anything heavy. 11.
11.
That's 4.
Another 11. Oh my god. Yeah, see, I know all the rest of these are just gonna be terrible.
I mean, all
Because
above
that's how
average,
Roll20
yeah.
plays with me. Alright, I got one more. Players pray for me.
They're like, remember all those times
Reroll
you
it,
screwed
chat.
us as a
Reroll it,
DM?
chat. Don't let her go away.
No!
Do
Reroll
it.
it. Reroll it.
No! I need this for my intelligence score.
You just got an 18 and a 16? Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
they might
Wow.
make
So
me
that's-
reroll it.
That's the stats.
Wow. So, like, she's done. Okay. And there's still 3 on the table. Still 3.
Yeah.
None
We're
were
saving them all
used.
for Alex.
I
Don't put that in their head, Cole.
I know
We
where my
gotta-
stats are gonna go, and let's just say that Nerida was born smart. She wasn't born wise. This may or may not impact her decision to pick shiny things up.
Yeah,
The
cursed
DM
item,
said
that's
it
too
out
much.
loud, and now it's out there. That's it. All right. So now would be the choice between the two gentlemen. Do we go with Malifor or do we go with Rembrandt?
If I can vote, I'm gonna say Malfour because I made Alex go first last time.
I concur.
Oh,
So how do I drop one?
is
you
it the
can,
asterisk or is it the?
You can just
R.
use the macro. If you click on the 3 lines next to the jukebox, you can click N bar next to stat block roll, and it'll only roll 1 at a time, like a whole stat. Do you see that, Colton?
My scores were
Oh, it didn't
actually
work.
18, 14, 10, 11,
Rip.
11, 16.
It didn't work.
Got 2 of them off.
Oh, see,
Oh, what? I got 2.
Punish him.
No, not you.
subtraction.
DM in the one that listed mine.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm not writing them down right now. I'll grab them from the
Gotcha.
the stream after. I'm like trying to give
put that in
everybody
chat,
some.
Colton. What I just DM'd you.
We had a request for some names, so I'm trying to do that at the same time because we love people.
Righty.
When people ask.
And I'll work on.
5.
Hmm.
There we go. Pretty good.
All right.
We'll start there.
Wow.
I haven't even seen what they are. What's going on?
Let's chat. You want to give him his reroll?
Wait,
Let's
what's
do
going
it.
on here?
I got a
You
5.
got a 5.
Just the
Oh
silent.
my god.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, they're there for
Yeah.
all of you
There's
to
your
decide.
dump stat. There's your dump stat.
A 2,
That's
a 2,
really
a 2,
bad.
a 1, and a 1.
You want to re-roll it? You can use a re-roll. There's 3 of them here.
Chat
Oh,
gave you the
man.
reroll.
Wow.
Chat gave you the reroll.
Yeah, they're all
I didn't
saying
think you guys
reroll.
were
There we
going to. I was
go.
gonna be like, I'm trying to think of how to play a 5-int sorcerer now.
There we go. Yeah, all of them want you to reroll.
Okay. So that's a reroll.
All right. We'll put a little divider there.
13.
All right.
If I can find it.
Y'all are too kind.
Everybody's being nice. Oh my gosh.
Of course they're nice. They're chat. They're the people
If I
that
could
love
have
you.
had, yeah. If I had a 5, oh my gosh. That'd been fun. All right, do you want me to
Where
wait
did
a
you put
minute
that?
still to do a 13? I said int. I said it before. I was gonna dump in.
Nah.
It'd be rough.
I think you can go ahead and roll the next one. I don't think they're gonna be anti. 18.
Are you serious?
Oh, 16. I can't
16,
read.
16, yeah.
16. Sorry, it's
It
in
did
the,
look like an
it's in
18
the
for a
far
second.
corner of my screen. Yeah.
Next,
Put on my
All
glasses
right, so I
on.
got 2 decent ones I can do.
Yeah. Green is good. It means you rolled a 6 in there. So
Should I wait? Anybody want me to have to reroll my 16?
But
good.
Yeah, go for it. Well,
Looks good to me,
You have to
brother.
make this campaign last. Yeah.
An 11.
all right.
That's it. They have been in combat with me before. They're like, yeah, he doesn't pull the punches. I leave that always up to the
That's
players
true.
to decide in advance.
Okay. So 13, 16, and 11. Should I go again?
Yep.
yeah.
I think until we get something real crazy, right?
Yeah, it's usually kind of it. It's like if something
Oh, when
jumps
it's like
out.
Yeah.
real low.
Yeah. Well, real or high, right?
Yeah,
See if
real
they
high.
roll.
Oh my god, you guys are like huge.
13, 16, 11, 13.
Yeah, I think on average you roll better than point by. Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong.
I did
No.
it a lot, and
No.
it's
No,
not.
that's actually why they came out with point by.
Yeah, it's 4. It's like 4 out of 5 times. It's worse most of the time.
Even with them lowering it to being the, and I like the new system where 12 is now a +1 and stuff. Yeah.
And that's a 12.
Yeah.
And last
You've got
one.
So you've got a +1, a +2, wait no, +3, a +1, and another +1,
Another 12.
and another
Wow.
+1.
There you
All
go.
right, you folks want to give them any rerolls?
Well, I had 1. We got 2 for Alex.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna roll an 18. And I'm gonna get reroll. That's what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna reroll into a 5. That's what.
And we will all laugh
All right.
along with you if that happens. There you go. So everybody's got a name under their picture. I purposely
Alright.
chose different fonts for everybody just to screw around. Those are obviously not the final stuff, but they're good for today.
All right, chat. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Spelled Nerd's name wrong.
Nah, say.
Oh, I
say the
added an
rerolls.
I.
All right,
Sorry.
all right. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna come after me. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Into the
And
boots we
suddenly
go,
her
right?
character was renamed, and she's like, "Screw you,
Nope.
DM." She's like, "DM, I hate you."
Oof, okay.
There you go, fixed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Thank you for gently letting me know so that I could fix it. Thanks to chat for
All right.
being like, "Do it now, DM. We want it
All right.
now." All right, so are we now on Alex? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we are. Here we go.
With
Oh,
obscenely
one.
high
I didn't
stats.
save that. Whatever.
Now, of course, you guys could leave these for poor Kitty. Don't forget, she's still gonna have to
Oh
roll.
yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
7. 7's a lucky number. Just
What do you think,
Hey,
chat?
hey, chat.
Is he stuck
Hey,
with it?
chat.
Keep it.
chat.
Keep it.
Keep it.
Chat. Chat. Come on. Come on. Come on, chat.
Judgment will be on
Nobody's
you.
supporting a reroll, buddy. It's only on your players now.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I'm sure the rest
Okay.
of them will be fine. 7's a good dump stat.
Oh, what was
Oh,
that?
Oh,
Reroll.
Wolf's Dad saving the day. Flamey, yeah.
Look at that.
Reroll.
There is some
9.
love. All right, I'm taking one off.
Well, all right then.
Reroll it up.
Yeah, I did it. It's a 9.
It's better.
There is one
It's
left.
better.
There is
better.
one left.
We'll keep the 9 and move on. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep the
Yeah,
9 and
keep
move
the
on,
9.
guys.
Keep
Come
the
on,
9.
with one of your +1s on your abilities,
15.
it becomes
There you
average.
go.
15.
There you go.
15. All
How many
right.
do you need? You need 3 or you need 2?
I can survive with 2, but I'd like 3. Okay, we got a couple more left. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my next. Yeah, keep it and go. All right, 13.
Pretty good.
Fun.
All right, you guys need to give me an 18, please. Another 16.
Respectable.
I'm so
Very
good at
nice.
this game. I'm so good at rolling, guys. Like I'm just. It's such skill, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 14. All right. 15.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Yeah.
Not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And honestly, I like the 9. I like it's gonna,
It's
Like
good
a
for
good
RP
paying for it.
purposes, and that
I'm paying
leaves
for
one
it.
reroll for Kitty.
Yep.
Okay.
Or we can try and give Colton a little kick in the pants,
Okay.
He's like, well, all right then.
Reroll that
We
16.
don't gotta do that.
No.
Nicely done. Yeah. You
All
guys are gonna
right.
let me keep my 15? Y'all are nice enough.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's always
them like that,
unreasonably
take it away.
nice to us, by the way. They've been given opportunities in past streams to,
We still got cards to
enemies
pull, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we could,
Speaking of which, give me one moment.
boy.
This is your time to talk mean things about me. I'm stepping out of the room to find those.
I don't trust it.
6.
I have to
16.
step away for just a second as well, so I will be right back, guys.
Well, then we'll talk
Hey.
shop. How do I put manual scores into D&D Beyond? Because I don't see how to do that.
I like how you're like,
I
oh no,
think-
the girl's gone. Let's
override?
talk shop. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing. I'm messing. I'll be right back.
Oh my.
What?
JK.
You can just do. You can click the
Override
anvil,
score?
do manual rolled.
I did.
You just
And it
type them
won't let
in.
me- Yeah, I did.
Type
I
them
did.
in.
In the anvil? On on the character sheet?
Yeah, click the anvil on the character sheet, and then.
I can't go into
over
it
the
with my
abilities.
thing, so I messed up.
Colton,
Yeah.
I believe in you. We got to do this.
Maybe.
All right. I'll try. Let's look here. View character sheet. Click anvil. Don't see an anvil.
Anvil, top right.
Yeah. Go back to
There you
builder.
go.
There
I'm
it
back
is.
in the builder.
Yep. Go to abilities.
Yep.
Swap over to manual rolled.
I'm
gonna
at
drop
that.
that 9 into strength. Honestly, I kind of want to do low. Is this gonna be a low whiz party? I do low whiz instead of low strength. My guy's a little buff. Yeah. I don't see anything. I'm blind. All right, 16 into int.
Gosh, that 5 would have been so funny.
That would have been. I mean, there's no way I would have gotten rid of that. I'd have been like, oh no, I'm playing this. But I'm old school. I mean, I grew up D&D where you had to say, I am now rolling strength. You rolled 3 dice.
Yeah,
That was
that's
your
what
number.
I remember too. Is this 4 dice thing's weird to me.
You know, it's like, so that was it. You rolled your, and you go sit down at the table, you'd be like, I'm playing a fighter, and suddenly you roll a 3 strength, and you're like, I'm the worst fighter in the world.
Yeah,
Guess I'm playing
you didn't
something
have
different.
You didn't even have a chance, to move it or anything. It was just that was your first roll was strength, and if you rolled it low,
Alrighty.
I'm trying to decide
There
whether
they
my
are.
character should have
Magic.
decent charisma or not.
The magic.
I
Oh,
don't know, chat. Do you guys think I could even emulate decent charisma? Right? Like, I think Artemis would be like, he's screwed. No way in heck.
oh, the joys. The happy, happy joys.
Stranger just doing a little dance for chat.
She's like, best
Hey.
character ever.
gosh, 18.
Now comes the fun. You all have these beautiful characters. At least you think you do. Eric, I'm sorry. I did not mean to skip over you. Eric, having seen all the rolls and knowing there's still one
Zero.
reroll left, do you want to stick with your point buy or would you like to roll?
Hey, listen, I think that if I were to do my rolls,
Do it
it
in
would
your
be
cool.
bad. No.
Come on,
because
chat. Come on,
everybody-
chat. Do it in your cool.
What
Listen,
Pressure him.
if?
I'm not good at math, but I'm good enough to think that possibly, since everybody's doing very well on their rolls, I probably get the short
That's a
end.
gambler's fallacy.
What
Oh,
if?
I was about to say that's
Right.
an intellectual fallacy.
Come on. Yes, I would like to stick with my point buy. Thank you.
You know, I think point
That's
buy is
fair.
probably wise. But what if I
All
said
right.
you could re-roll one of them, not even counting that one?
Double reroll. I think that puts the stats in your favor.
Reroll one of them.
Yep.
You say.
Anyone
like,
at the
you could
end, or
roll
just
it, you
one
could
when
be
you
like-
choose when you roll it?
No, I mean it would work like one of these. You could be like, I just rolled a 5, I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
Come on, Eric. Come on. Do it in your cool.
I mean, doesn't that
Artemis
just
wants to
push
see
it
what
into
your
your
point buy looks
favor?
like.
Okay. Jeez. So I get to just choose any single one of them of the abilities to reroll
As you're rolling
for,
it.
for the,
Not
as
at
I'm
the end.
rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
uh,
you roll a low number, you can just say I'm re-rolling that one.
John, do you want to tell chat what we mean by the difference between point buy and roll, just for the?
Oh, I'm
uninitiated?
sorry. I'm you're very good. Yeah, I forget. Not all of our viewers are familiar with that, and we are teaching, so you can have 2 plot points for that, Alex. All right, D&D, modern D&D 5e that you're all familiar with watching. When you're doing character creation, you have 2 options. To do it similar to the original D&D, which is rolling, which is what you just saw these characters do. So you roll your stats, and then you decide where you're going to put them: strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma, depending on the class that you're planning on playing. The more modern D&D says that you can roll 4 and drop the lowest, so the odds are already, built up a little more in your favor, and you're like, that's awesome. The other option that they came up with is a mathematical formula. You get so many points, and then you may purchase for those points numbers in each category of strength, intelligence, wisdom. The idea being that when you do that, you're guaranteed to get nothing super low. You're also guaranteed nothing's going to be super high. But the true advantage is you create a balanced group. So because you only have so many points and everybody's got the same points, you end up with this balanced group of players. So nobody's really weak. You don't have to worry about it. Of course, the fun of role-playing is that in games where death is real, dying's not a horrible thing. It's like, my character dies and I had bad stats. I roll a new one and I make something brand new. Now, of course,
Also, at point buy, you can't get an 18.
Yep, which is why I said you don't get the highs either. Yeah.
Man, Stranger's really gonna flex at the immaculate deck score.
Yep.
Can I up to Annie?
And I would like to point out that with Stranger,
You up
because
the ante?
Yeah.
afterwards you are getting all your abilities from your race. So like Stranger could bump that all the way up to a 20, which is the maximum. So you can go really high.
Which with Tasha's I can do because of the custom origin background, which guess what I'm doing?
Have we talked about that?
Yeah, you said all the official content, including Tasha's, was allowed. If not, then it'll be a very different look.
I just don't
but-
know which origin background we're talking about, so I'm like,
Well, it's not the background. It is the racial stats.
Okay.
That
Well,
with
let me
Tasha's,
finish
you
up
can
with
put in
Eric
different
here before
spots.
we jump over to
Yeah,
yours.
let's
'Cause
do that.
Monty was in the middle of trying to make Eric, a
Yeah.
deal that he couldn't walk away from.
So Eric, I'll take a 5 for my strength, and you can have 2 rolls.
Oh God.
Well, wow.
Yeah,
Listen.
do you,
That's a pretty sweet
and
deal.
I'll throw in my 7 plot points too. Can I transfer those?
No.
Oh
Sean?
my God.
Plot points
No,
are not
okay,
affecting
okay.
dice rolls for abilities.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I mean just give them to him, not
Oh.
like let him not up it. Just give them.
Oh, yeah, you can do
There's
that.
7 plot. Okay, yeah, I'll give you my 7 plot points.
So now, Malifor,
if you
what
roll.
were you? What kind of deal are you trying to do here, Colton? So that I understand and I can approve this. What's this you're trying to do?
So I won't take the reroll that I got.
So he'll take a 5 as
I'll
punishment.
take a 5. So that
No, that reroll
Eric
was
will
already
roll.
used. You can't. No take
Oh,
backsies.
okay.
Okay, no take backsies. All right, so you get 2. You've got 2 rerolls and 7 plot points if you do this.
Wow, is that not tempting?
That is extremely tempting. You were not kidding when it's like.
I want to
You-
remind you that we did
Peer
this for
pressure.
free.
Listen,
bit of peer pressure for Alex, just the tiniest bit.
just a tiny.
Do it,
bit.
and you're cool.
Think about it this
Do
way.
it, and you're cool.
Will you regret not taking the chance later, or will you be glad you didn't take the chance later?
Depends on what the numbers are.
Listen, I have set myself up here. I feel confident. I feel confident. So I think I'm
But
just.
chat says do it.
Chat, I'm sorry. I love you guys.
Roll, Artemis. Artemis is yelling roll.
I'm sorry. I got to stick with my gut, and I'm gonna stick with the point buy. I'm sorry, guys. I love all of you. I got to stick with it.
Let's see
I
if-
will.
You take a card.
I will
Okay.
give you
Oh God.
5 plot points to stay with what you're doing. Hold on. Just to stay with what you're doing. Or I will give you one of the random magic items that I have set to this deck to re-roll. Now, not all the magic items are good. Some of them are death. There is death in this deck. But we'll get to
Yeah.
all that. We're not there yet. But none of the
Oh.
magic items will kill you outright.
Well, Wolf's dad is fighting for him too. He says stay with point buy.
Yeah. Not a
5.
gambling man.
You have 5
Yeah.
plot points in your hand already
Right,
just
this
for
is
staying
not-
with where you are.
All right.
But you could have
All
a
right,
magic
this is
item,
not-
and you could roll 18s, which we just saw earlier.
Yeah, out of everybody who rolled all of those stats, we've got 118. So there's your statistics.
But we also have
And it-
people that rolled all teens and things like that. You
Yeah.
have this cushion,
Yeah.
the cushion of a reroll.
I'm taking those plot points. I'm taking the plot points.
Okay.
Thank you, Wolf's dad.
Okay.
I'm going with
Yep,
you, man.
there you go. So chat has earned an inspiration by influencing. So we will go over there and change that inspiration pool up to a 3.
And
Well-
that leaves 1 reroll for Kitty, right?
Yep, and there is still 1
Okay.
reroll. In fact, if you would like, I will make that onto the text. Reroll. And I'll just put that here. Reroll. And that's 1 for
Now-
Kitty.
We do with that banked reroll. Could we use that for a card if it just like murders us?
No. They are, as I said,
No.
they are only useful for during this part of the game.
Okay.
Nowhere else. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Alrighty. Those should be down near the middle. Let's put those down there.
Thank you, Rain, for respecting the decision.
All right. I like this. Now comes the next phase of character creation, because you know what? Chat's obviously got some very strong opinions here about you. And I'm very old school, as I said. If you haven't figured out that I'm old, look at the gray hair, look at the glasses. You know, that's me. I'm old. I've been playing D&D for 40 years, or, oh my God, it's longer than that now. Whatever. We're not going there. I was around when they came out with the deck of many things. I love my deck of many things. And while some people like to use big words like I would never use them in a game, and then do it, because fans love it. This is the ultimate in blessings and curses. You might get something like somebody to help you, a retainer or a hireling that could help you. You might get something like you're burning and you're done and you get fried. You might get something like you must re-roll your whole character. It's all in here. There are cards to help, cards to bless, cards to give magic items, cards that one in here is an artifact that will grow with your character. All available to you. And I'm offering right now a choice. I will give anybody who would like a chance to draw from this. Would anybody like to draw from this? And this can even affect your stats. See, hands up.
Come on, Alex.
Okay.
You said the stats thing, and my hand is like, ooh.
A gambling person.
Well, we let
You know,
Neridia go first last time, so we're gonna let Colton go first
Yeah.
this time, so I can try and be a little balanced.
Yeah.
Mr. Colton.
I fully believe Colton will go through this entire deck if you let him. Just so you know.
I will not,
Just
because
so
it's
y'all
for
know a little
everybody.
about me, so will I.
Colton,
Ugh.
I will allow you one free pick from this deck, understanding that this could kill Malefor, or it could bless Malefor. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through, and you're going to tell
pretty
me
sure it's
when you would like me to stop, and the card facing the camera is the one that you're going to pick.
I'm pretty sure there's like 60% chance bad.
It is favored more than the
40%
bad.
chance good.
But you like those
But
odds.
the good goes as
I can
high
tell you
as
like those odds.
amazing
Alright.
things. And again, as you just, all the chat just heard me, these are not standard deck of many things. These are about
okay.
character creation. So
Right.
no, you're not starting with.
Yeah, it's stop.
I was kind of in the middle, so is
Void.
it the one face? There was two facing the camera, so I'm kind of stuck. I was thinking this
It's
one.
up
but
to you. I
chat,
can't do it.
Is it the one in my hand, or what I had said
One or
was
two,
this one?
chat.
Red pill or blue pill?
One is the one in his. One is the one that's on its lonesome. Two is the one that he was pointing at. One or two, chat.
Or Malefor. I'll tell you what, we have a decision here. We're in a
You could do
conundrum.
two.
Chat needs your help. You know what? You mentioned you'd be willing to take that 5. For 5, for going back and taking that 5, I'll give you both these cards.
I'm doing it.
Damn.
That's all
Instant.
upswing.
Instant.
No hesitation whatsoever. I love it.
He wanted the 5 anyway.
Yeah.
You wanted the 5 anyway. Okay. So I'm purposely just putting that one there. That way I can do both. Because I know it's on that. I can see the other side. So for this card, you got the Moon card.
Oh,
The Moon is an exceptional card. The
it's
Moon
so good.
card
So
is going to give
character-
your character extra benefits. I have a table here that I wrote up in advance, so I can't put it up on the screen for chat. But I'm going to roll on the table, and you're going to get 2 things from the Moon card. It's actually normally like 1d4 wishes or something like that. I don't remember now. But you're going to get 2 things. One's going to be a free character ability, like a minor feat type thing. And the
God.
other one, which affects your stats, is going to be a roll of 1d4 done by you in the chat that will add to your prime character ability. And that 1d4 can go beyond the 20 max.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So, which stat? We're going to start with that one. 1d4. What is your top stat? I'm
I'll
assuming
say
it's not the 5.
charisma.
Because you now have a 5 for whatever it was, strength.
My top stat is charisma.
So, what is it
So
now?
that's 16.
It's a 16.
And you may roll in chat. And again, because this will happen after your character abilities, you can still go beyond 20. But you may roll a 1d4, and you got 4 to it. So you're already 20 now, which means you could be godlike if you put your +2 there later on. Wow, that is so broken. Now, the other
gosh.
card, if everybody's noticed, I have not moved it. My hand's been there.
Is
The
that you
oth-
die.
The other
Isn't it?
card,
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be death.
have you placed all your stats?
I did.
Good. Let me ask this. What was your intelligence?
12, I think. I'm going to it right now. Yeah, 12.
You may now roll a 1d8 and subtract that from your intelligence.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, it balanced out. One good, one bad card. You know, whatever.
He just went
And it-
godly. And he maxed that one too.
Oh no.
This is going to be an incredibly
That's a 4.
charismatic
That's
and
a 4.
interesting character.
And
A
weak too.
Yeah.
He's weak.
Weak, not smart, but boy, is he lovable. Everybody
Oh my
loves this
God.
guy everywhere he goes.
You were just talking about how hard it is to play dumb characters too.
Here we go.
This is really gonna change up your voice,
Funny.
I think.
so saying, I'm going to take a break from Colton. We might not be done. Really depends. Nerida. Sorry. Nerida. Thank you. It will take me a little bit. Thank you.
It's okay.
You can have a plot point just for your DM screwing that up.
Oh, thank
Nerida.
Yeah.
You said you would like to draw from this deck also.
I would.
You would like to draw. Knowing now the horrible things that could happen.
Oh, I am well
this
aware.
class.
I've given 2 campaigns the deck of many things, and I love it. Okay.
I should say this, warning.
Psychic here.
Just warning you in advance. You love to give them to your campaigns, but have you ever been on the receiving end?
No, and I'm excited either way.
Your players that are watching right now are like,
yeah, some of them are, and one of them got a wish spell and became a god in one of my one-shots. So just channel our inner frog gnome.
Is anyone in chat having used the deck of many things with Nerida before with Stranger? I'm asking that question.
Knight's here. At the very least, I know Knight has, and they're the one who has drawn the wish card and gotten a deity character out of it. I don't know whichever of my other friends are here, but
we use golden crits in this game. You might have noticed that we're called plot points. Plot points can affect rolls when we're actually playing, but a lot of people love just to get a golden, nat 20. A golden crit is a nat 20, and it can be used after somebody rolls badly. Now, how you get a golden crit is you save up 20 plot points and you purchase it yourself. I'm going to offer Nerida right now a golden crit to allow Knight, who has been the victim of your deck of many things, to choose 1 to 4 cards that you must draw. Is that a deal you'd be willing to take? Would you take that, Stranger? Allow Knight to choose for you? Up to 4
Is that how many cards I'm allowed to draw?
How many you must draw. Because normally with the deck of many things, you must announce how many in advance.
Okay.
Now, Knight might be kind and say 1. Knight might be cruel and say 4.
Knight might be kind and say 4. I like these odds.
Would you take the golden crit in exchange?
No, I'm taking that gamble. Knight, 1 to 4.
Man, I'm so excited.
They are my newest player to my collection.
4. First card, death. Here we come.
I like Knight.
Now,
Knight!
I say this very cautiously.
Warning! Flux might need a new patroness. No, I'm kidding.
I am saying this very cautiously because Chad is part of this game right now. And I have already showed you, if you draw that void card, Nerida's done.
That's okay.
All those 18...
That's part of the gamble. I'm ready for it. Now, here's the question. One question. If I draw the void card, do I keep the same stats or do I re-roll for the new character?
Everything is redone.
Okay, that's
character
totally fine.
Out the window, concept out the window, re-roll. Nerida never existed.
That one.
That one. Right there.
Yep.
The first one, huh?
Are you
I'm a gambling
sure?
person.
I thought I was going to end up doing 3, so we did 2.
Yeah. I mean, if Nerida goes kaput, I'd make a new character. What up?
Let me ask this from your friends and the players. Which of you considers yourself as a character, a PC, you just really love Nerida and you'd be willing to help her out no matter what?
None of my players know Nerida that well.
I know. This is their chance to build a bond.
Okay.
Are any of you willing to step up and be her friend and just sacrifice and love her and take care of Nerida?
I think that's the hint that I picked the void.
Oh god. So wait, we would just take a card for her?
No, I didn't say that. I haven't told you what it is. It's a curtain.
What would Zeromancer is asking? What would stepping up entail? But
exactly,
Flame Ice Zero
stepping up
already
entails
Flame Ice
joining
Zero
her.
already says they're willing to.
Stepping up entails joining her in what may be a blessing or a curse right now. In other words, this card has the potential to do 2 players.
Wait,
I'll do it.
Are you asking?
Yeah,
us?
we're asking.
Yes, I said
I'll go.
players
I
the
said
whole
I'll go
time,
full
players.
three.
You're asking chat.
Your
I'm asking-
toast would help. Oh my.
I'll pull. I'll
Tanner.
go. I'll pull
Which
in
one of
together. I
you
was thinking-
players would be willing to be part of
I
her?
wanted to take. I
What's
wanted
that?
to take 3 cards anyway.
No, it's
Okay.
just for
My
this
heart.
one
Okay.
card. Just for this one
No,
card.
I know, but this would be the
Yeah.
3rd for me.
So Colton's willing to take it.
So
I'll
Colton,
take
you're
it.
going to be her friend?
Yeah.
Boyd.
Colton, you and Nerida, it's going to
Please
be
don't
tough
say
for
no
me
with the
because now I have to
restrainers.
actually tie you guys together in your past a little bit.
Oh God.
You went together on a heist.
Ah!
And when you were robbing somebody, you had to pay the price because Colton, you took part of the hit. You have to lower one stat by 1d4. But when she was getting away with the heist and she's getting a magical item for this, you also got a magical item because you saw something you wanted, and you may choose one uncommon magic item or wondrous item of your choice from any of the official published content, and that is yours. Nerida, you will get a random magic item that will benefit your character from my list here.
Do I roll for that?
I will have you roll here in a minute, yes. I'm writing them down because I still have to do Malifaux from earlier.
Okay.
Does she take the 1d4 hit to stats as well? Or
No, she does not. He sacrificed himself. He helped
Oh,
her get
wow.
away.
Nerida's already in here with a debt. Let's go. Here's the Moxie.
Magic item.
There she goes.
So I'll go
think
against
so.
wisdom.
You may do it wherever
You're
you
not
like.
gonna do int? You should do int. Just have it be
I can't be
int.
dumber. I'm gonna like
If you
that would kill
if-
me. It could
it-
kill
Do-
me if I did
Yeah,
it.
like at a certain level, you
The-
become illiterate.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I think
already
he's
illiterate. I
illiterate,
barely
yeah.
have language.
Yeah.
Does vicious mockery not work on you right now? I don't think it does.
I don't think this.
And that was just her first.
Everything's good.
Hey, wrong side facing the
Thanks,
screen
Knight.
there.
Into zero,
change
no
it.
king, Knight says. Okay.
Alright, taking a-
That one.
That's 2 for
That one?
for Wiz.
No, the previous one.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What if I gave you a golden crit to take the other one that was on top?
Nope.
God.
I read tarot. For those who don't know me, I go with my gut.
I used to teach
When it
tarot.
comes to
so-
picking cards. When it comes to picking cards, I go with my gut. That one and your
Don't
that
do
one.
it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Really playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Zeromancer says not to do it, so I think you made a good call.
Well, I'm going with my gut.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You can ask me, are you sure, as many times as you want, but I'm positive. No matter what happens.
When the DM says, "Are you sure?" That kind of.
I, as a DM, I
What?
know this. I know this feeling. I know this uncertainty. And everything I've learned about Sean so far tells me don't trust the "Are you sure?" So,
Oh man.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a bold statement having been in my game for all of what? An hour.
yeah. Well, I'm just judging based on how you were like, "Are you sure?" on the last card. It ended up being mildly beneficial, but also kind of harmful to one of my companions. So now I'm like, just hit me. Just let's go.
You gotta respect that.
Let's find out what it is.
You are now bonded to a legendary magical artifact that you and I will be working to tie into your past.
Okay.
Sweet.
So what I'm getting from this character creation process is that Eric and I's characters are going to be pretty normal. Stranger's character is going to be the most overpowered, like,
Badass.
goddess among mortal beings, and Colton's
Yeah.
character is going to be a rock.
I do want to suggest this. Do not forget that as cards leave this, that void card comes closer
Yes,
and closer
becomes
to being
more,
pulled.
more
And she
prominent.
must.
I still have to pick 2 more because Knight said 4, so that one. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start
Yes.
pausing more in front.
And yes, I am sure.
Yep, I wasn't even questioning it this time.
Okay.
You may recall in your history having been on a certain island with a certain individual, because we haven't shared all your history yet.
Yeah.
You described a certain event that happened in your past, even though you're not together right now.
Right.
You may recall when we were describing the world that there was a certain island. We talked about the Freelands, the islands, that the pirates were out there, and there was one that was kind of like the ruler of them all. We referred to the Sea King.
She's just like, come on.
In your past, that individual you married, what you didn't know, is related directly to that throne, which means you are now related directly to that throne, which means those 9 individuals who you said don't know you are going to be knowing you very quickly.
I don't know what that means, but I'm excited.
You wrote...
Because those 9 individuals are big.
Uh-huh.
And also that one person from my backstory is kind of big. And if there's 2 possible characters you could be talking about. You could be talking about him or her. Are you talking about him or her? Her. Okay. Oh boy.
She is related, and now you are related by that act that you did.
See,
I'm not sharing it that way. You can share it in game. I'm purposely being vague, chat, because it's her backstory to share as the game goes on.
Yeah, I'm one who likes sharing my backstory as the game goes on and likes it progressing and likes to exclaim it and see it come
and
forward.
how players get inspiration in my game is by bringing in the elements, their backstories, their flaws, things like that. You as a DM will have to decide when you create games how you tie in backstories and whatnot, and it can be a lot of work to memorize everybody's, especially if characters die and you get new ones. When you give the players the power to bring it in and earn things like inspiration, then they'll do it more for you and they'll tell you when they're doing it. So that was how I solved that long ago.
Got one more.
Making sure I'm on camera.
Yeah. Gonna meditate.
Obviously, the
Just
meditation
with
didn't
me.
work because
Everybody
you should have had that
with
last
me.
one.
Mm-mm.
This is where she waits for you to come back to that one card.
Mm-mm.
You could do that.
No. No.
You sure it's not that one?
That one.
You sure?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
What?
This is
if-
where all those things that we just said, all those cool things, go out into the void. Huh.
What if I offered you 2 golden crits
That was coming.
to give up this card that you picked for the last card that was there?
Nope. Knight said 4. We're going with 4, and
still
they're
have
gonna
4.
be the one that may or may not encounter another deck of many things in their game. Shout out to my players. Shout out to @DeckOfQueers on Twitter. My podcast. No, I want that card. I want to know what it is. For better.
What
or
if
for
I
worse,
offered
for hell
you
or high water?
3 golden
Hell or
crits?
high water.
3. 3
Nope.
automatic. I got a full max 20.
You're barking up the wrong eucalyptus tree.
Now,
need
did
to
I
know what that
mention you
card
can?
is.
Did I mention you can take golden crits and turn them backwards into just plot points to adjust other rolls? Did I mention that?
No, but now I really need to know what that card is, John.
She is just.
It's the void.
That's
what I
straight.
hate.
It might be the end of all of the good things that have
I'm a
happened to me
card
so
to me.
far, but let's find out. I need to find out no
He's
matter
trying to
what.
say-
Remind me to never let you folks near a blackjack table ever.
I love my players. The players, I always say, no campaign survives contact with the players because she has just killed her character. Now,
I
this
told-
is
I
not
could
the
tell him
void.
his eyes. I could tell him his eyes.
This is not the void. This is death, which means
Okay.
you must now re-roll your stats.
Okay.
It was funny because when I first had this one planned out, I was like, this could save somebody. I was thinking of somebody like Malifor who had bad stats. I'm like, it's good. Death, resurrected, better stats. But I don't think you're going to roll that well.
We'll
now,
see.
all the other benefits you've got stay with your character because you're just coming back from the dead.
Yeah, you
in
still
a-
got some great plot hooks that came
Yeah,
from
you do.
that deck. So
Is it?
But
is
this
it
is just
terrible of me to
re-rolling
be
stats.
thinking
That's all this is.
For my wondrous item to pick the headband of intellect.
Is that uncommon?
Dog, you need it.
It's uncommon.
You need
If
that
it is
many.
uncommon, it's within your reach. You absolutely can.
So I'm rolling up a new character
That-
that we don't know anything about yet.
No,
That-
No.
No,
Same
no, no. Your
character.
character is the same. Just your stats. Just your
Oh,
stats.
okay.
Void
Well,
was wiping out everything. Void's like
That's
you never
a little
existed.
unfortunate, but okay, let's
It's
do
not
it.
as bad as I thought it was. I thought he was trying to save you
Yeah,
from the
but
void.
Yeah,
I heard
you
it
like
and it's
lost all these
not.
amazing
It's
plot
okay.
hooks.
I mean, the more possible benefit you give me in it, like, oh, do you want this or do you want this? The more I need to know what's on that card, Sean.
I was just trying to save that 18 and stuff. I was like, dude.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, I'm just gonna roll them all at once with my little template thingy. There you go.
All right.
15, 15, 14.
hey, that's definitely a good character.
It's
Nice.
not ideal, but we'll take it.
Nice. Knight, I want to say a special shout out and thank you to you for picking 4 cards because clearly you know your DM very well.
You knew I would go for it, my dude.
All right. And we're going to give chat who helped that all happen, we're going to give them a couple inspiration points in their pool because
Woo woo.
All right, time to
they're building up for
Put
that
these-
first
I'm
session.
I was so happy. I wanted to do that so bad. I told you I wanted to do that
all
before.
right.
Yes,
Now,
you did. Oh my
Alex,
maniac. Yeah,
I
many you taking,
asked
Alex?
if anybody would just do it for free. But you saw me offer golden crits, and I just feel like I would be robbing you of that opportunity if I didn't offer you
Sean, I know,
something
I know that
good.
void card is gonna be is right there. It's
And you-
at the highest probability it's ever been.
What if? I love what if. What if I were to go through and move the void card to the back, somewhere in the back half, and then we'll pick a random number. Chat will pick a random number. We'll remove that from the top. That way you know it starts at the back. And then you'll be able to
Knight
pick the
says Alex
count.
draw 4. Knight is such. Oh
What if
my
I did
God.
that for you? What if I not only did that, but I threw in that golden crit? It starts at the back.
What's the
Golden-
maximum that chat can pick?
Chat's not a part of this right now. Chat,
Chat's not a
that
part
was
of this? Okay.
that was
Okay.
something to tempt
trying to
her.
get you to get
She
one.
wanted it. She wanted more
get
draws
me to
than
get
chat
one.
picked.
Move
Chat
the
knew
void
her
to the-
vice and gave right
If you-
into it. Was like, oh yeah, give her the maximum. So this is for
you move
one
void-
card,
if you
but I would
move-
start it at the back.
If
Chat
you move
can-
void to the back, then I will take. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Can I do
As long as
one?
void stays in the back. I'll do one.
All right, so chat's
One and
gonna
only
pick a
one.
number, like I said, to kind of shift the deck a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, what is your number? And it can be the first number that pops up by anybody, whoever it is first. I'm gonna go through
Preferably
that many
low.
cards, and then you're gonna start counting.
Chat, if you like me, you'll pick like 2. You hate
I'm
me.
just
you'll pick
shuffling
3.
them right now. Chat, throw a number up there. 13.
13.
Okay.
13.
I have shuffled the deck
13.
so that everybody is clear,
Good
so that
start. I
Alex
like
is good.
that. Let's do 13.
There is the void card. That's
There
at the
we
back
go.
of the deck.
I
1,
hope it's gonna be the
2.
13th card.
3,
Oh my God.
4,
It's gonna
5.
be the 13th card.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Artemis gave me 6.
11, 12,
Too lit.
13. Now, Alex, the deck is stacked.
Yeah.
When would you like me to stop drawing?
Now.
This
one
is
that
it?
I just
This
had?
is it? One
Wait,
on the back?
Was that this
Yeah.
one or this one?
Yeah. We'll do the one on the back. Yeah.
This one. You're
Yes.
sure?
God.
Are you
I can't
How
positive?
many
lie.
golden crits is it
Channel-
worth to you?
Channel my confidence and just go with it.
All right. I'm wearing my shades
Channel
of
the confidence
inspiration.
of your shades.
I'm sure.
You're sure that you want the
Sure.
one that I had picked off the top? I was gonna put this at the back. You sure? I mean, I could
go
give you
with
this
it.
one instead.
No, just
I'm
go with
sure.
it.
Take
I'm
'em
sure.
both.
Sticking
Just
with
take
it.
'em both.
Sticking with it. No, I'm not taking both, you maniac.
You want them
This
both?
is the void
I
card.
took
One
four.
of-
You
no,
can take
no.
one.
One of those is the void card.
I can give.
know.
You know what? There's two here. What if I threw in? I like his idea. What if I said, I know you want this card, but what if I said I'll give you 2 golden crits if you take them both? So you want this one,
You
but
don't need stats if you get nat 20s. Is what I'm thinking here.
That's a valid point.
That's fair.
I know you want this one, but I'll give you 2 golden crits if you take them both.
Take both.
Yeah. So in other words, you asked for this one, but this was
really
what was coming
like
up.
this backstory though, Sean. I don't want to lose it. Oh my gosh. Chat's saying both. Yeah, do it.
What would happen if you did lose it? I mean, what would happen if one of these was the void?
Make me sad. But I know my good buddy Sean doesn't want me sad, so I'll take both. For
But
the
Sean's not
secrets.
choosing this. This is all about
You
you.
are.
Sean has no control of the cards. You're the one that said, I want that one, and then you're like, I just offered you the option of another card.
Chat's saying both. I'll go with chat. I'll trust you guys, even though you gave me a 13 Zeromancer. A 13. Both for the devil.
Yeah, if you
You're
if
sure?
I have more cards.
Yeah.
I mean,
this card
I've
back
been
and
listening
draw
about
3
Remy this
more.
whole time. What if it was the void, though? I mean, what would you... It might not be wishes and items and good stuff like that. It might not
Yeah,
be
it could
ability
be.
bonuses. What if it's the void card?
If it's the void, I trust for you to lie to me and give me a different card.
I can't lie
I
to
don't
you. I'm
actually-
flipping it over
I
in front of
don't
the
actually-
camera.
I know. Just give me
Oh my
both. Give me
goodness.
both. Give me both. I decided on both. I'll work through it. I know it's the void. I can tell in your eyes. It's the void. I can tell.
It is
Yep.
the void.
Yep.
Ouch.
Oh, all the color went out of his skin.
Yeah, that's not a happy thing. And the second card would mean that it applies to your new character, which means your character is going to start off having lost every possession that they start with. It was like the 2 worst cards back to back.
Wow.
Now,
Wait.
so saying,
So your character has like a daughter or a son who his name is Junior, right?
so saying,
Yeah.
that is really bad. That is really horrible. And I think I
That's
would dare
awful.
say that every player here, as well as our chat friends, are probably like weeping for you right now. Even Knight, who forced 4 cards on Nerida. What if? Because I just love what ifs. What if we allowed Alex to play Remy, but
Yes, I like this.
not only does he have to re-roll, we let chat choose a suitable penalty, such as forcing a certain number of re-rolls whenever you get a crit. What I mean by that is, like, just like we have inspiration here, Remy would have survived
Anti-inspiration.
the Oblivion, but chat might have a certain number and be able to say, yeah, I know you just got a crit, re-roll it. And you might get it again. Is that a life that Remy could deal with if chat had a number
Yes.
from 1 to 12? Knowing that
Yes.
he'd still be suffering starting with nothing.
Fine.
Chat, is that something you'd be willing to do? Is allow Alex to play Remy if you got the chance to mess with him and take away some critical rolls?
That means I lose any like spell casting thing too. Ooh boy. Ooh.
Rain's definitely
Okay,
down
yeah.
with it.
So-
Meister's down with
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
all
they're
over
saying
this.
yes.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
that was
Oh.
like the worst draw ever. And the only one not saying anything is Knight. I think the majority is definitely kindness. Wolves dead, yeah. Okay, so chat. Give me a number 1 to 12. Whoever's the first number gets it. I'm adding a number to it and going around the curve. Yep. Aha, that's funny.
Well,
Okay,
Jackson,
4 is the
four.
first number from 1 to 12. And I had a number picked in my mind, 4 to add to it, figuring that way if somebody picked 12, I could go
All right,
around and make it a 4.
8
It's
undos
8.
on my crits. Okay.
Yep, and they will pick, chat will pick, not me, not a heinous DM, not the villain. The chat will decide when it's funny or not. Now, we do play by the rules, so nat 20s don't work in ability checks. There is none of that BS. It is strictly combat oriented, where you get an automatic success. Now, so saying, Eric, those are out. They're gone. He just took the hit. Boom. I'm sure there's nothing but good cards left for the world's
That's funny. But
only
That's funny, but
B.O.S.E person. And just imagine all the good things that could come out if you were to take his hit and turn it into a blessing. Because I know I showed you the flames, but what's the odds of the flames coming or the talons or any of those things? You would get something like a hireling, probably a friend. You would probably get
and we all want friends.
exactly. Oh, I love you can have
You could get a lot of money. You could get a lot of gems. You could get some magical items. You could get the moon is the wish card, so you can't get 3 wishes. So
no, that became 1 to that became 1 to 4 items, and you got 4 items
that
coming.
was something else.
you know, this whole session, I've been kind of the stickler here and not gambling. So I got to be a little bit fun here. So I'm gonna go for it. I gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta take at least 1.
I
You
got
doing 3?
You gotta.
Hold on. Oh God. All right.
You gotta pick.
1 card. You just tell me when.
Okay.
So glad everybody did it. I'm sorry.
Pressure's on for
gosh.
Kitty Doe.
That
You have to,
that one.
so do you have
that
to
one,
reroll
that
your
one.
reroll, Alex, too?
Do I?
What's that?
Does
No,
Alex have to
rerolls
have
don't
to
come
reroll?
back.
Okay.
Rerolls were used.
Okay.
There is 1 reroll left on the screen he can use.
No, I'm saying he has to roll his stats again.
Do I have to re-roll my? Yeah. Do I
Yeah,
have to re-roll
yeah.
my stats? Oh, I do. Okay.
At least that was my thought because I thought you had pretty bad stats, right?
I was just thinking like
No,
a demon's hunting.
I had great stats.
Oh, did you? Let
Yeah.
chat
Yeah.
decide.
I was thinking like
Chad,
a
do I have-
demon's hunting him for denying death, you know?
My thought was to reroll. I said that. I mean, that's where I was coming in.
Yeah.
But
Chat. Am I?
I also know it's
chat,
like
am I
he's also
re-rolling?
starting off with a penalty of having
I-
escaped a
I have-
prison and
I-
lost
yeah.
all his.
I can never. Yeah, I
His-
already have that penalty. I can never crit for a long time, and I don't have any starting gear. Can I at least
Well,
be good at things, chat?
Again,
Yes or
you
no?
you are the victim of you've escaped from prison, buddy. It's more than just losing your stuff. That whole smuggler
Yeah.
thing didn't work out for you very well. Keep the stats.
Keep the stats. Okay.
Okay, that's what they
There
said.
we go.
So, I've kept the card in front. I don't even know what it is.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is. That's interesting. Everybody else that I looked at, but I didn't look at yours.
Take it. Let's go.
I think.
Would you like me to peek at it before I make you an offer?
No. You know what? No. Let's just go for it, Sean.
Yes!
Let's have the offer.
So you want me just to make you an offer without even looking? I mean,
It's either an offer or you take the card and, channel your inner stranger confidence. Take the card no matter what it is.
I'd be. The card would be as good as. What if I said I'd give you +1 to an ability score?
Oh, that's just cruel.
Instead of the
You know what?
card.
You know what? I said it to myself and I said it to everybody here. I have to at least do 1 gamble. And you know what? I got to stick with it. Give me that card.
This is
Give me
for
that
Sarah.
Yes!
Sarah's love of the chaos. What if, what if your first level you start with max hit points, right? And for your class, what is that, a 1d8? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think
I'm guessing. What if
Oh no.
you let me peek at this card for 2 extra starting permanent hit points? So instead of starting at whatever the 8 is, like it'd be the next dice step up, whatever that is. Not every level,
Do it.
just starting level.
Take that, because that's just peeking. That's just
That's so that I can make you an offer to try and save
Okay.
people from the
so you're telling
void.
me to take the deal, or
I'm saying take the deal of peeking because you can still take the card and get those 2 permanent hit points.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
that's a
is like-
given.
It's
It's just
a
allowing
given
me to look.
against like some not Narada rogue cutting your throat in the middle of the night.
that's true. Okay. Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so you
Sean,
get to go
keep
up 1
away.
dice step on just the first starting hit points.
All right. So 1d8, right? You said, or what
Well,
was it?
whatever it is, it goes up 1. Not 1d8. It goes up 1 dice step.
You said 2 permanent hit points. That was your first offer. Was the 2 permanent?
Yeah.
Right.
Or 1 dice step. So if you started at
Or
D12,
one
it
dice
would have
step.
gone to D20. But All right, 2.
Okay. Well,
like
that's
her.
up to him.
All right.
Most
so
of them are 2 because it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right. Having looked at this,
Oh God, and I don't like that.
Hey, you gotta take it. You gotta just be
I know.
crazy.
I'm committed now. I have
would
to.
you?
Oh jeez.
Here it comes.
That's a tough one. I got to make it as valuable. So, would you take 5 golden crits rather than this card?
Take the card. Take the card.
Okay, hold on. How bad could this be?
Be a
right?
gambler. Be a gambler. Be crazy. Be cray cray. Be that cray bitch from down the street.
That's 5 golden crits. That's 5.
That's a lot.
5
yes.
auto
However,
successes, which means you could use
that
them on
means
an
that whatever it
exploding
is,
hit
if-
against a boss. You could turn it into 100 plot points and just adjust rolls.
But that means whatever it is worthwhile. We've already taken out the void. We've already taken out death. We've already taken out the fool. We've already taken out.
I do feel,
the
because
other
as your
one.
DM, I always speak, again, what you know. Understand, she's equating only to good, and I offered her amazing things, or I offered Alex amazing things to avoid the void. It's not always good
It's
for
true,
good.
Wait, hold on. I took the 2 golden crits to that wasn't an offer. To avoid.
But I'm just saying the logic that I'm offering good for good. I don't want you to go into that and say, oh, the DM said it's good for good. I did not say those things. That's her saying that.
No.
So then what's left that's horrible?
Lots.
Thanks.
You could lose all your possessions. You could lose all your money. You could lose all magic items on you. But you don't really have that much on you at the start of the game anyway.
Just like the abilities are lasting,
you could
there's
lose a level. You could be a level 0 character. You could lose a level.
Raising hand, she's going over things that are in the normal deck of many things, and I made that very clear. We're not doing the normal deck of many things. This is all character creation oriented, just like there's none of this roll and add this many points to your stats in the original. These are all designed for character creation.
Fair.
I'd
anyway.
like to just see a nice consensus and see what's going on. So I see a couple already saying take the card.
The heart of the card.
I like that comment. Thank you. Oh god.
You fell into my trap.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna put down the rest of the deck.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're watching.
All right.
You have to keep the deck separate for Kitty too, so.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna have to do a separate show with just her and be like, here's all this.
Okay. Geez. Let's. All right. I'm gonna stick with the card.
You sure?
Oh, come on, Sean. Stop doing that.
Getting bigger in front of you. It's like it's hurling right at you. It's like it's going to crush you. It's the comet! Pick one ability. It's a net. One of your abilities is automatically a 20, and it cannot be your lowest ability score.
Sweet. All right. Love that. Damn, you really played the fear factor there, Sean.
Is what it is. I give everybody Monty Haul deals. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're horrible. But it plays on the chaos of our choices. And the reason I like to choose this for starting it off is because, as I said to our fans watching, everything about our game will include choices. Some will be really horrible choices. Do I help this person drowning, or do I do this to get the mission done and maybe save a kingdom? They're not always good choices. They're not always a right and a wrong choice. Sometimes it seemed right in the moment, like Alex, and sometimes they have horrible, lasting effects. But of course, digging our way out of those lasting effects, sometimes like Colton just did. He has a horrible intelligence, but he goes, yeah, but I just went and found the intellect or the headband of intellect, which, yeah, my wizard had that. I played a goblin that had no intelligence. Same thing. But it's like, look smart to everybody else. But, so, but even magic items that we get, like the ones that they're going to be rolling on here coming up. I got to find my table for Nerida and for Malefor, because I have Nerida with the beneficial magic item. I've got her passed with the throne. Malefor has his.
Are we also
the
voting on
legendary
backgrounds
magic item for
tonight?
Nerida. What's that?
I think so.
Are we also voting on linking backstory tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We can skip over and do that from the magic items and stuff, because people like story, and they were more excited about that with all of you. So, I'm sorry that I can't put these on screen. I did intend to have them typed up.
Okay.
The first two. First one is meeting beneath the wall. The wall is actually a phrase for one of the establishments inside. If you remember the map of Shater, there is a mountainous range, and there is one way through right in the middle, one path. That path, which is about 10 miles long, shall we say, to cross the mountains, is filled with a city, more or less. It's always in shadow because it's right there in the mountains. It's the demilitarized zone between the north and the south, and there is a place in it called the Wall. So, we met previously beneath the wall, where we share a secret about something powerful that we left behind. To now segue while you think about that, for the audience, our fans, what they're deciding right now is that they have to have an interwoven background, somehow that they knew each other, because we got pirates, we've got this, so that at the start of the session, we already know each other. We're not doing the whole, I don't trust you, I don't know you, I've never seen you before. Let's get beyond all that. Let's have a game together. They're deciding what that weave is going to look like. One of their options, they have three choices. The first choice is, we met beneath the wall, we share a secret that nobody else knows about, that we left something powerful behind. The second one that they may choose from is a mysterious benefactor. Over the last few years, we've each received guidance from some unseen benefactor who has helped us find people and things that we need at just the right times. And we seem to be noticing some of the same people in our paths, which is each other. In other words, that's how they know each other. They've been being each individually helped, and they've noticed one another. This benefactor tends to send them sometimes into danger and whatnot, but to the right place in the right time for unknown reasons. But whenever they get this advice, it leads them together. So they've got meeting previously beneath the wall, where they share a secret of something powerful. A mysterious benefactor that has had them running into each other occasionally. Or the third one, which was not fully fleshed out yet.
Oh, I like number 3.
You are being hunted and tracked for a crime that you committed. Which would you like? Do you want to play? Because and these came a little bit because we talked about, we love to be hunted, we want to travel. So they have the choice of sharing a secret, a powerful one about something that they left the secret there, a mysterious benefactor who has led them into each other's paths, or being hunted for a crime and hunted and tracked for a crime that you've committed.
Interesting.
I like 2 and 3 a lot.
I like all of them a lot.
Yeah.
I vote number 2
Yeah.
personally.
And of course, chat
See,
may
a lot
Oh,
of-
interesting.
tell you what they like.
I see a
but
lot of
it's
story
your
options.
decision, not chat's. But
I appreciate some input, chat, if you got it.
Oh, that too. Yeah, definitely. We got 2
2 or 3, I'd say. Okay.
Listen, I actually like 2 because of that mysterious benefactor.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be my vote there.
It's a good setup. It really is.
Yeah.
And
Got 2
I'm
for
already
2.
thinking how I can tie it into my story. But 3 also works really well because I've escaped a prison because of that part.
There you go.
2 or 3. I see the players leaning more towards 2. Chat's good with 2 or 3. Colton said he liked them all. Colton, do you have a preference? Because we're leaning
3
more
is
towards
probably
2.
the one I like the most.
2?
3.
3? So he's more 3.
But-
Eric, what is your vote?
2's not bad at all.
So I've got 3 for 2, 1 for 3, and everybody's good with 2 or 3. I'm hearing, reflecting back, it seems like 2 is kind of the winner. It's got the most support. Are we all good with we choose 2?
Yeah,
Mysterious
I
benefactor?
think 3 has a higher cool factor in my immediate reaction, but 2 has a higher story factor, and I like that. So
Yeah.
Okay, then 2 it is. What I will do is, at this point, I will take each of your individual backgrounds, taking into account that I still have to work with some of you on magic items and things like this that you got. I need to reflect back because my notes are a little sketchy here, and I don't want to screw it up. Nerida, what are your benefits that you're getting that I still have to work on with you? I have written legendary magic item and magic
And
item
one-
beneficial. Were those 2 different ones?
Yeah, there was 1 beneficial magic item, there was the legendary magical artifact, and there was the throne.
Yeah, the throne was the individuals in the story.
Yeah, it was her.
Okay. And then for Malefor, was yours the 4 item? I know you already picked out the 1 beneficial item.
I didn't know how many. You said that they had another benefit for the moon.
Oh, that's because that's the separate table. Hold on. I wrote
Yeah.
up a table for that. Because I wasn't
So I
doing
didn't know if
wishes
it
and
was
stuff.
It's the
4
mo-
things off of there.
it's
or
the
if it
minor
was
feat,
1 to
right?
4, and a minor
Yeah.
feat of some sort,
Minor beneficial feat.
and then some kind of item. At least 1. I didn't know if it was 4 items.
Hang on one
Something
second.
cursed,
Moon
something
feet.
really evil that I have to
I'm now gonna-
always have on me.
I'm now gonna add into my character's flaws that he's irrationally terrified of gambling.
That's about right.
We will have to
Any
work that
card
in here.
game he runs away from.
I'm trying to think, how do I actually roleplay a 4 int? I'm still trying. Like, do I just crawl on all 4s and I run
I'm gonna
after
quote-
you guys like an animal?
I'm going to quote from Deadpool right now. I don't
Yeah.
take the shits, I just stir them. So it's like, this is all on you guys. I just made an offer. You guys are the ones that,
It's
I have this.
yeah. Can I get liberty to write how I got thrown in prison?
I can work on you with it because I don't
Okay.
want to see something
like
very
that.
minor. It's something absolutely major. This is one of those ones that is affecting your story arc.
Yeah,
So-
totally.
Yeah. So it's not, I got caught stealing a loaf of bread and,
Yeah, no, I think I got something.
because that
Good.
hunted thing is
Locked and
actually
loaded.
part of your background. While I only mention this as a player, I don't mind telling you, your character's going to know you're being hunted because you escaped. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I can get behind that.
all right. Oh, wow. See, it's all notes, all my stuff when I didn't get a chance to type it up. Oh yeah, I forgot about these ones over here too. All right. What was I answering? I kind of got sidetracked looking at my notes.
I think a minor feat.
Colton's moon.
Colton's moon. So we already did the one. You got the you picked out the uncommon item or lesser of your choosing, right?
So I think uncommon, yeah.
Yep.
But that was from his helping with the heist, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, was that one? Okay, yep. Thank you. You 2 plot points for each of you, Alex and Colton, for the clarification.
I think he got a boost to one of his stats. That was part of the moon. Right?
Yeah. It
You got a D4 to his thing, which lets him go over 20 eventually.
Yeah, it's
I have
D4,
a 20 charisma and
it's
a
the
4.
D4. It's the item and the
like a
2 feats.
I'm like
2
a loyal
features.
dog at this point.
Yeah, item and 2 feats.
Features, not feats. Features.
Okay. Yeah, features.
I have to emphasize that because D&D uses these 2 very close words, and you say feats, and everybody goes to the feat section. A feature is what classes have. Those are features of your character. So, which is why we call them minor feats often. Anyway, so going off on a tangent. I have like stacks of which ones. All right. Man,
That's fair, Knight. That's very fair.
Colton, you are what race? Tiefling?
Shifter.
Well, I guess that could work. Would you rather, what if, instead of me picking out the 2 items from the table, I give you this 1 item, which is a belt with multiple potions on it. I don't tell you what the potions are in advance. I tell you in advance of playing, but I'm not telling you now. There are 6 potions on it.
I like that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You have a belt. These potions each have abilities such as Red Bull number 5, which causes rage. Monster Energy, which will cause you to grow extended claws and bite, and things of this nature. There are a total of 6. I had not finished fleshing them all out yet, but there are 6 of them on there. Those are the first 2 that I have listed. We can come up with the other 4 together, or I will do it on my own. But if you write down the healing potions, 6 of them, I have them numbered 1 to 6 here, and only 5 and 6 were filled in. So you have all 6 of those. Does anybody here have herbalism in their background? I don't think they do.
Ooh, wait. I might. I think I remember that.
The reason I'm asking is because that item has instructions that an herbalist can do to create more potions, which has a distinct value in and of itself if you want to sell it or let somebody read it and learn how to make those potions.
Hey, Jasmine, how's it going?
So, all right, so that takes care of yours. I just have to work on the other, go over the legendary item with Nerida.
So the belt's the minor feat, or is the
No, I haven't given you the minor feat. No.
Oh, gotcha.
No, the feature. There's I think I was talking about exchanging it, but no, we're gonna give you a minor feature too, just because features are so freaking cool.
They're like superpowers.
Exactly. Give me 1 second to pull that up. Go to my little chart. I love magic items. I can't believe nobody picked like any of the I had ones in there that were like tons of magic items. And I'm like, man, you guys like killed your characters rather than get magic items. We did get the legendary one. That was pretty awesome. And I couldn't talk her out of it.
Yeah.
She went for the legendary.
You really couldn't.
I was like,
as soon as you were like, hey, let me offer you a deal, I'm like,
all right. Homebrew content. Here we go.
Also, I will remember Zeromancer, you giving me that 13 instead of the kind 6 that I got from Artemis.
Oof, grudge.
Pick a number for me.
We got beef.
From 1 to 50. Malfor, Colton.
27.
27. Okay, so that would be boom, boom, boom. And then 7 down, and let's see what it comes out to be. You have the feature of a high-functioning alcoholic. I don't know if you had alcoholism in your past, but Whether it came down through your bloodline or whatever, you have found a way to make
That's why
use
the
of your
int score is so
skills
low.
to down a drink
There we
in the
go.
blink of an eye. You gain the following benefits, and I'll copy and paste this too. In fact, you know what? Maybe I can do it this way. Boom. I'm just going to put it into our chat, which is on Discord. If any of our viewers are on Discord, I'm about to post it over there. You can check out Discord too. It'll be in the guest chat for everybody to see. And that's the feature that you have gained. Once you use this ability. Which kind of actually really fits with the fact that you just got a whole string of healing potions.
Yeah, that's actually really great. So I wonder if Sean would be maybe you could roleplay the low int as you're just horribly drunk all the time and you're just getting by,
Yeah.
and when you're sober you're like still pretty low, but you're like but like that's what the band of intellect's doing, is actually just sobering you up.
I like take it off for the night, go to bed, and whenever we get surprised, I'm just there
Are you?
as an animal on all fours, crawling after things.
Is that something you want to change your character with, Colton, where you want Malifor to be a drunk all the time and the band just keeps him appearing sober? You'll still get the effects of the 18 intelligence. So we would call it like a band of sobriety or something like that. Or
I mean,
no.
all my family's high-functioning alcoholics, so this seems like I can roleplay this really easily. I kind of feel like I shouldn't get the band of intelligence and just roleplay the 4 int, because I felt like when we came into this, it was going to have a low int.
It's your choice on what that uncommon item is. I didn't assign you the band of intelligence.
I think situations where it gets removed though, right, could be
It's going to
really
be so
interesting.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the option.
Because there's
right?
gloves of like ogre power or whatever also you could do.
So you're just
And
going
just
for the power
roll.
stuff. So, yeah.
Well, as a
Also-
sword, it doesn't matter.
Because also
I things.
I bet I could see Sean 100% like being like, well, instead of normal wild magic surge, like band goes right off.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Something like
Totally
awful
up to
like
you.
that.
He'll be able to decide. So chat might influence your decisions there. So now let's. I know we only have a few minutes left, because we did say we
Yeah.
would try to keep it to a 2-hour show and whatnot. Questions about homebrew rules. Everybody has access, including the chat, to my homebrew rules that I use there. They're the same ones for all my games for a long time. They're pretty self-explanatory. Let me ask the players. For the new people, plot points. How plot points work is, it's a modified version. When D&D 5e came out, they took a lot of the things that the players have been doing for the last 40 years and said, let's finalize these into actual rules. So they took the idea of plot points, which many of us used for years, to influence the game. And they brought that in there, and I think they did a beautiful job. I still run it the way I have for the last 30 or 40 years, which gives the players even more control than what you see in the book. Our players cannot just say, hey, I want the story to go in a certain direction. They can actually influence that story right down to their dice rolls. So plot points can affect dice rolls, which comes in very heavily when you have things like on max damage, we have exploding dice. So if my weapon can do D8 and I roll an 8, that 8 counts and I get to roll again and add to it. So they can use plot points to adjust certain things. Plot points alone cannot buy a nat 20. So in other words, if I'm at 19, I cannot do one plot point and say it's a nat 20. That's a dirty 20. Same way as your abilities can adjust to get dirty 20s. But 20 plot points on their own can turn any roll into a nat 20. So it's like, bam, I rolled a 3. Hold on, DM, before I educate everything. I'm using a golden crit to make a nat 20. And I'm like, okay, done. And then that gets you all the max rolls and everything else. So now, again, rules as written, which I particularly enjoy, is ability scores. You can't nat on those. There is no nat 20. That's right out of the book. And that's to stop people going up to the king and saying, like Remy did in his past, hey, give me your kingdom, which got him thrown into jail as a high crime and, had him stripped of everything that he had. Just kidding. Alex is like, that's not funny. But seriously,
I
otherwise
laugh
a
through the
player
pain.
can do that and say, I try to do his influence and get him to give me his kingdom. Oh, I got a nat 20. It's a success. No, there is no chance. You have 0 chance. It doesn't matter what you roll. And that's why the system set up as it is, and it's a pretty darn good system and balanced. But on attacks, heck yeah, 5% of the time you're just crushing it. So that's how that works. Other questions about anything from the rules? That's usually the one that people ask about because they see it happening in the stream a lot, where we're giving out plot points and players are changing rules. It also, if you're ever thinking about doing it at your own table, it really helps people who notoriously cheat with dice rolls stop cheating. Why? Because I've given you the ability to legally cheat. Like, just adjust your own rolls. Take the plot points, get them, and then use them. So you rolled a 3. You don't got to cheat and say it's an 18. Just change it. You spend your plot points. So, and your players work together, because sometimes something costs like 50 plot points to change the direction of something, and they'll do it.
It also really works to promote good role play.
Yeah. Because plot points fall like rain and should be used the same. In other words, like you saw today, it's like, 2 plot points here, plot point there, plot point here. And suddenly everybody's getting them. There's no sense in sitting on them. Use them. Use them. So, role playing. Wow, take a plot point. Use it. Thoughts, comments, concerns, ricochets from the peanut gallery, from the Twitch stream, from the players. What do you like?
There is a very common homebrew rule of using a potion as a bonus action versus an action. What do you brew on that?
It's an action.
Okay.
It takes time to swallow. You're not all functioning alcoholics like.
I was just about to say now.
Right?
Ask the guy who just got the special feat to be able to do it. Yeah. It's part of the balancing act. It doesn't make a lot of logical sense because we all know you can down a tankard and do all this other stuff. But the reality is you're trying to balance out gameplay of how fast villains and whatnot can stay alive and do these things, and yourself as well. You guys are a team working together, rely on each other. Unfortunately, Kitty's not here. That would be our cleric to be like, use her. Cast spells. You got bonus action heals. Do that.
I have a question. Who's hyped knowing that a week from today, we're going to be in this thing?
Yeah.
Whoop, definitely.
Hacking and slashing.
Yeah.
Some of my long-range goals are to put up some of your character bios at the start so that 10-minute countdown is talking about your characters. That way, if we get somebody new, they know who it is. Other things like where we were asked today, like get some names in there. There's a lot of little technical things, but the beauty is, like starting with this when it's not polished, it reminds everybody watching, D&D doesn't require stuff. You know what? If we didn't have overlays at all, we'd be playing on Zoom. It doesn't need much at all. We used to sit down and play everywhere from bus stops to lunchrooms, and the same is true today. Don't get caught up in all the technical, I got to have a great mic to do this, I got to stream. My God, you can jump on Zoom, sit down together with your paper, roll there. You can move the camera and point it at your dice and be like, look, there's what I rolled. Do what you need to do to play, because it's about having some fun together. And that's all we're doing here. We're just having fun. So all the tech stuff will grow over time and mutate and change. This overlays from an old stream we used to run. Colton has stepped up and he's got some new ones coming. And those won't even be our final ones. Those will be the in-between ones that we use while we develop ones specifically for all of you. We'll see art coming. Kitty Doe is an artist. Follow her on YouTube. Check it out. She does really well. And I know she was excited to be doing some of the art for this. Tune into Queer D&D because I'll tell you what, I've had the blessed opportunity to sit there and now start listening to that. Stranger Leads an amazing game there. We also have Alex does some stuff. He does a stream as well. Colton's got a whole lot going on. Eric's got things going on. I want to take this time to hand it over to them and let them tell you a little bit about themselves and where they would steer you to either their favorite channel, something they're doing, or whatever. And we're going to go...
Stranger, I just linked your Twitter if you want to go ahead and...
Thank you. Yeah, so you can find me and my group on Twitter at Deca Queers. You can find us on Spotify and on Anchor and a couple others. We do a queer-hosted D&D group every week. We post 3 times a week, 1 hour-ish, give or take, per session, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Occasionally, I forget to upload on time on Mondays, just saying. And yeah, my cast is great, and I really appreciate them tuning in.
Sweet. Pick
Shout
your
out
victim.
to them.
Very nice.
Alex.
Yeah. So occasionally I stream on this thing called Twitch. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but what I need to start mainlining a lot more than what I have been is the podcast I do with my two other siblings called 3 Minds. You can check it out at buzzsprout.com/3 Minds. That's the number 3 and then Minds, and where we talk about different stuff every week. And an episode that I'm hopefully going to be editing very soon that I'm about a month behind on editing, is going to have a really awesome announcement. So, yeah, feel free to check that out. I'm not going to link it until that's up because a month behind.
Pick your Vic.
Eric, give a little spiel about yourself.
All right. So I'm not a content creator in any form. I don't have any other streams or anything. This is kind of the only thing. But me being a counselor and stuff like that, I will give some advice. Hey, these are some crazy days. I know sometimes you can just turn on the TV and it could just be all bad. But I promise you, it's not. Go out there with some PMA, which is also known as positive mental attitude. And hey, every day's a new day. Just take a breather every once in a while and just try your best, live your best life. Straight on to Copeland.
Totally.
Well, I've been super inconsistent in my streaming. I was doing it pretty strong for a little while on Twitch and did a little bit of GTA roleplay. But I think I'm going to pick it back up and do a lot more than I have been. And so you can check me out at Das Colton.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And as for me, again, I stream here. I do real world stuff all the rest of the time, and D&D has been for the last, 50 years. An escape for me. It's just a joy. I just love it. And I haven't been playing D&D 50 years. It has been around for 50 years. But close. And I just really do enjoy it. And I enjoy making new friends. So I invite you to go out and do the same thing. Join an Adventurers League. Grab a book. Just get online. You can find free games everywhere. D&D Beyond, Roll20, you name it. Fantasy Grounds Unlimited. Just go out. Play games. Make friends. Have a good time. Every table's not the right table for every person. Find the one that fits you and your game. We hope that this has been a great table for you, that you've had a good time. I want to thank everybody who took the time to participate in chat, who helped literally shape the characters that you will be seeing coming up, including and Remy, actually, you guys were really nice and blessed him, so he got to keep his character. So thank you, chat.
Thank you guys so much for that, by the way.
Next week.
Yep. Sean, before you end stream, customary thing to do here on Twitch is to host somebody. I've got some folks over at Lions and Crows rather. That look like they would deeply appreciate it. Are you all right with
yeah, let's raid, baby. Let's take it over there.
All right.
We're raiding now. We're going over there.
All right. Well, see you guys.
Night.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
again.
Have a beautiful, wonderful night.
God bless, friends. And microphone is off, so no sound going out except for mine.